Hello, I am Maryam AlQamar, a student at the Department of English Language and Literature at the University of Bahrain. Welcome to our Advanced Grammar series. There are many prepositions used to refer to movement, and in this lesson we are going to discuss each one with details. The first set of prepositions we are going to discuss are from and to. We use from and to when we refer to the starting and ending points of movement. We use from to talk about the starting point, and we use to talk about the ending point. For example, my sister drove her new car from work to the mall. The movement we are talking about is the driving, and from was used to refer to work, which is the starting point, and to was used to refer to the ending point, which is the mall. We can also use from and to when we want to talk about the starting and ending point of changes. The fire went from 500 to 25,000 acres in about 4 hours. The sentence states that change has happened, which is the fire gradually getting bigger, starting from 500 to 25,000 acres. Moving on to another preposition, which is towards. We use towards to indicate moving in a particular direction. She was carrying a suitcase and walking towards him. Him in the example is standing in a specific spot, and she is walking in his direction. She is walking to reach him at his point. Moreover, towards is also used to refer to where a development or change is heading. For example, this is the first step towards a political union. A political union is the clear destination to where the changes are heading to. Into and onto. The preposition into is used to express movement towards the inside of a container, place, or area, while onto expresses movement towards a two-dimensional surface. For example, they shouted and threw stones into the cave. The cave here is where the stones are going inside of. The band stepped onto the platform. The surface that the band is stepping on is the platform. Across, over, through. In general, we use across, over, and through to refer to movement from one side of a place to another. We can say, the rescue squad had to get through the fire in the valley to reach the trapped animals, or the rescue squad had to get over the fire in the valley to reach the trapped animals, or the rescue squad had to get across the fire in the valley to reach the trapped animals. In this sentence, any of the three prepositions can fit in and convey the meaning, which is moving from one side to the other. Across is usually used to refer to movement in relation to places which can be thought of as two-dimensional, such as surfaces or areas. For example, it is the first time I've flown across the Atlantic. Here's the surface. The Atlantic here is the surface where the movement is happening across it. Over is used to talk about movement to the other side of something that is viewed as high or as a line. For example, the ball went over the wall, then under the table. The wall here is the highest point where the ball went above. Moving on, we use through to refer to movement that enters and leaves something. As in the example, the train went through the tunnel 2 minutes before it exploded. The movement we are talking about is in which the train entered and left the tunnel. Furthermore, another preposition is used to refer to movement, which is along. The preposition along is used to show movement following a line. The preposition along is used to show movement following a line. For example, walking along the beach barefoot is my favorite relaxation technique. The beach here is the line where the movement is happening along. Along is also used to show a specific position in relation to a line. I found a new authentic Italian restaurant along SARS Main Street. The Italian restaurant is positioned on the street, which is considered the line. Past is used to talk about movement beyond a specific point or to describe the position of something beyond a specific point. In order to reach Bodrum, you have to drive past Izmir. On the way to Bodrum, Izmir is a destination where you have to stop by in order to reach Izmir. I found a beautiful little gift shop just past the post office. It means as you keep walking, you are going to find the little gift shop right after the post office. Of. We use the preposition of in the sense of away from, or to describe the position of something in relation to a surface. She pushed the little dog off her lap and smoothed her dress. It means she took the dog away from her. The bullet bounced off the surface of the skull. Last but not least, out of is used to refer to a movement from the inside of something to the outside. For example, the audience came out of the theater. The audience were inside the theater but came out of it. Out of is also used to describe the position of something which is no longer inside. For example, once he got out of jail, he started doing charity work. Now that he is free and no longer in prison, he is involved in charity work. Thank you for listening.